and welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. Wow, it is another bright-ish day. We're just in the garden having a bit of a play. Come on then. Yes, me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Go on. So today I'm in a very starry mood. I thought I might wear some stars, and I'm planning on making a star garland with some air dry clay. I've got a couple of friends coming over next week and we normally hand make each other our gifts. So I'm going to try and make this star garland out of one of the books that I recommended, I think on day 2, which is The Magpie and the Wardrobe. If you haven't seen Vlogmas Day 2, then I did talk about this. This has a chapter for every month of the year, and it has like crafty stuff, information, folklore, little spells. It's a really nice book, and I'm going to make, because it should be simple, famous last words, this star garland. And I'm just going to leave it white like they have, because I quite like the look of that, like the white with the twine. It's quite rustic. So that's the first thing that I'm going to be making today. I don't know how long the air dry clay takes to air dry, so that might be a follow-up tomorrow if I don't finish it today. And then I also saw on Instagram, but this lady that I follow, she's an artist, was making paper stars, and I'll put it up here so you can see. And I've got some really nice paper, and I just thought it would be really nice to include some little paper stars. I've never been any good at any kind of like origami or folding stuff. I'm not a very neat person, so this is going to be challenging for me. But I thought Steve's, for a change, Steve's watching the football later, so I thought, well, he's doing that, I can attempt these stars, paper stars, because they do look really pretty. And if you've got nice paper, I'm going to use some wrapping paper that I've got that has stars on it. But also I'm going to use the leftover paper. If you haven't seen, we've got a caravan that I basically patchworked in all of this sort of Turkish and Moroccan paper design. So I've got some of that left over. It's really nice paper. It might be too thin though, so I just have to give it a go and see how it turns out. So that is the second starry thing I've got to make. And then if I get time, I want to make each of my friends that are coming round on Tuesday a little, I made them last year, I got some blank wooden decorations and then hand painted those. So I'd quite like to do the same again, but in more of a sort of a maybe folky art kind of style, or you know, just not quite the traditional Christmas themes. Just something you can have up all year round. So yeah, the 3 star things that I'm going to attempt to do today, hopefully they'll turn out fine. Follow along if you want, or if you've got something that you want to do at the same time, please, yeah, take this opportunity to craft with me. I'm not normally a crafty person, but now and again the mood takes me, and I think Christmas is, you know, the best time for it, especially if you're giving us gifts. It's just something unique well, you know, a bit of thought and time has gone into it. Whether it turns out all right or not, you've taken that time for somebody else. So yeah, I think it's a really nice special thing to do for people if you have the time, which I understand not everybody does, or the inclination. But anyway, let's crack on. I have a very tired girly here. After our little runabout in the garden. Since we got Esme, I haven't worn like a long skirt or anything, or dress. And as soon as I put this on, she was tugging at it. So I don't know how long this dress is going to last, but I can't not wear dresses for the rest of my life. She's going to have to learn that that's not acceptable. Or I'm just going to have lots of holes in my clothes. Doesn't actually have any instructions on it, but I guess you just take what you need, roll it out and wait for it to dry. It doesn't say how long it takes though. Well, let's just do it then. Let's take a good wash. Oh, it's got like some chocolate on it from another baking venture. I'm not sure how. Should I have done the whole lot? Is that? Let's just go with this first. Let's do this first. So I don't want the garlands to be huge, just like a little, just like 5 or 6. So this was originally a light, like little fairy lights went in there, and they were a garland, like the Christmas tree one that I've got over the mantle at the moment. And then I tied string in them when these broke. I tied string in them, made them as decorations so I could hang them because they're too pretty not to. And now I'm going to use them as a cookie cutter, or a clay cutter. So I'm getting as much use out of these as I can. Oh, yeah, they're going to look lovely, and I need to pierce a hole in here so that I can hang them. I want to make it large enough to be able to get the twine through, but not so large that it breaks. It's a risky business. Right, so that is one. So leave that somewhere to dry. I'll just wait for them to dry. I'm going to have my mince pie and tea, and then I'll thread that with twine. So Steve is making us a veggie lasagna today, and I'll show you the process. Oh, good girl! Steve, chef de partie. So what are you doing, Steve?
So we're making a veggie lasagna.
Yes.
Using crumbled tofu as like the mince. We've fed this to meat eaters who haven't been able to tell the difference. So yeah, I'll show you the process of what you've got to do it.
Thank you. So what kind of tofu is this?
Just ordinary tofu. It's the stuff you don't have to press. So it's quite firm and it crumbles quite well. So quite simply, get a block and just start crumbling it onto a baking tray.
Ooh.
So we want a kind of mincy kind of texture.
So, what, crumble it quite fine?
Crumble it quite fine because you want a kind of like mincemeat texture.
And what temperature have you got the oven on?
I've got the oven on at 180 degrees. So all we're really trying to do is dry it out and not necessarily crisp it up because it does go a little bit hard.
What are your ingredients, Steve?
Okay, so we've just got the basic tofu there.
Yeah.
So we've got some onions and peppers which we'll kind of lightly fry.
Yeah.
And we love garlic, so garlic goes in absolutely everything.
It's a good old clove.
That was a good old clove. And then I'm going to show your little gadget you bought me last year.
That was an advent calendar.
Yeah. For basically stripping the skins off the garlics.
Yeah, and it never ever works for me.
No. So, just going to season the tofu up now. So, we've got some salt.
Nice chefy action.
Yeah. So, good bit of salt. Black pepper. Get it in there. We've got some oregano. Tofu takes on flavours really well, so you can't over season it really. We've got some Italian herbs, which I'm sure has probably got some oregano in it somewhere along the line, but like I said, you can't over season. And then we've got some fennel seeds, not too many of them because they're quite strong. So
that gives it a real. Is it got an aniseed?
Yeah, kind of aniseed, but it gives it a real good Italian kind of flavour, I think. So just drop a few of those seeds in there. Give it a bit of a mix up. And you can see it's like a crumbly kind of texture. So just sort of like layer it out a little bit, and we'll pop that in the oven for about 10 minutes, let it dry out a little bit, and then we'll take it out, give it a little drizzle of olive oil, and then mix it up again, and then that should be about another 10 minutes. Voila!
Yay! Ready to go into the sauce?
Yes, being fancy, I'd probably just make up my own sauces, but who cares, I'm cheated.
So drizzle of olive oil in the pan.
Drizzle of olive oil in the pan.
Or rapeseed oil.
Yeah, rapeseed for just sautéing the...
Because we can't afford olive oil.
Yeah, who can? Now this is the little gadget Sam got me. Pop a clove of garlic in there. Yeah, comes out clean.
That never works for me.
4 garlics. De-skinned in 30 seconds.
Why doesn't it work for me?
Maybe you don't rub it hard enough. Pop the onion and peppers in.
Have you already started heating the oil?
Yeah, that's nice and warm now. Hear it sizzle. That's going to saute basically until like the onions go a bit translucent and the pepper is starting to cook. Then we'll cut this garlic up nice and finely.
Yeah.
That'll go in for about a minute before we just put the sauce in, and then the sauce will sit there and bubble away a little bit. We'll be ready for the tofu to go in and then fill the lasagna up.
Yay! So I'm going to start making the paper squares. Just lit the fire. It is bitter today. I'm going to have my instructions on here. But what I do know is we need some squares of paper cut out, ready to fold. So I'm going to do that now. Right, what's going to happen, Steve?
Okay, so with the sauce, once the onions and peppers had sweated off, just add a little bit of red wine.
Yeah.
Just to make the sauce a little bit richer.
Yes.
And added the sauce with a little bit of water.
Yes.
And just cooked it slowly, and then you've got this lovely shine to that.
Nice.
So then we got kind of a golden brown kind of texture on the top. Yeah.
Tofu, yes.
Yeah. So that's ready to go in.
Yeah.
We've got sous chef with me helping here.
Helping clean up.
Yeah. We'll mix this in.
As you would mince after you cooked it.
Yeah. And then we've got the sauce with the tofu, which gives it the mincemeat texture.
Very nice.
We'll let that cool a little bit, and then we'll build lasagna up. Now, we try and make it a little bit extra creamy.
Extra calorific.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what we do is when we get our lasagna sheets, we just spread a little bit of garlic and herb Philadelphia on the underside of them. Just helps to make the sauce really creamy.
Yeah, you place the sheets face down with the Philadelphia going into the sauce, don't you?
Yes.
And then it makes it really creamy and rich.
I've also got a mozzarella ball just to shred into it as well.
Oh, nice.
To give it that little bit extra.
And parmesan on top?
We'll have parmesan on top.
Oh, I can't wait. And then we'll have garlic bread and salad with it?
Yeah, garlic bread and salad. So we'll make the garlic butter up next. Ready for the bread.
So, you know, today is like a very starry day, star-themed day.
Yes.
Are we having Lasagne?
Hey.
Lasagne with starlic bread and starlid.
Kill me now.
The lasagna is ready. Look at that. That's ready to go in the oven. Look at that. Lovely presentation, Steve. Very good. Look at those layers. Oh, I can't wait. Look at the Veggie. Okay, so I've cut out my 4 squares that I'm going to do, and 2 in this paper. And I'm going to follow along a tutorial. So for each stage I'm going to do it on all 4 pieces of paper at the same time, so I don't have to keep following, like going back each time to re-follow. For anyone that's watched my Halloween vlog, you will have seen my attempt at making biscuits and how well that turned out. This is my first star. What's that? What is that? I've got 3 more to try and make this look like a proper star. Look at that. I'm just not neat enough. Right, I'm going to try and do the other 3 and see how they turn out. Okay, second attempt. That's looking more star-shaped. Better, but still not looking like these ones on here. Hang on, it's not focusing. Those ones. It's just not the same. Maybe they won't be gifts. That took me ages, like hours, to make a not very good star. An okay one, that's my second one, that's the best of them. And then I regressed on my third one, look at that. So I can't give any of those for gifts. They're not, and I didn't even bother making the fourth one because I think you should know when to quit, and I do. So hours have passed. I now haven't got the oomph to go and paint the stars upstairs. So that might be a tomorrow job, or in a couple of days I'll do that. I'm just checking the... What are you doing? You got Daddy's slipper. Just check the stars here. They're still a little bit soft, so I reckon that will be an overnight jobby. So yeah, might have to revisit this tomorrow. But we are now, Steve's just finishing watching the football. We're going to have dinner soon, and then I'll probably leave it there for today. Ooh. Ooh. That looks amazing.
Garlic bread.
Ooh.
Crunch to it.
That dinner was amazing. It was really, really lovely. Just what the doctor ordered. Blackboard's fallen down. Got to put that up tomorrow. I am, as you may have noticed, feeling shattered, and I've just started a bath running, and I think I might just get into bed because I'm feeling a bit under the weather, and I don't want to get anything because I've really got like a week and a half before Christmas, before being off for Christmas. So I'm going to have an early night, try and nip whatever I'm feeling in the bud before work tomorrow. We were having a couple of friends were going to pop round, but yeah, I just feel like I need an early night, so sorry about that guys if you're watching. We'll postpone. Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't develop into anything. So I will love you and leave you until tomorrow's vlog. Who knows what tomorrow will bring. But again, if you've watched, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for being here, and we'll catch up again tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.